week's episode of Speak On It podcast?
On each other today, I mean that, man. You hear me? Let's go, family on three. 1, 2, 3, man.
Willie Mo always ready. Always ready. Always ready.
Struggle made me a man, the top made me a human.
Speak on the podcast.
Speak on the podcast. Speak on It podcast, back providing that food for thought. As you already know, man, I'm Prophet the Prophet. I got my brother with me, Sat the Boss.
The biggest, the trillest, the realest.
Yes, sir, ski. As I said, man, we got a full entree for y'all, as we usually do, man. You can let it be nourishment, and you can let it be nutrients, or you can let it go over your head. Either way it go, man, it's your loss.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got Mr. Willie Mo, Wi-Fi Willie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Mr. Pro Bowler.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir, ski.
Mr. Ring of Honor.
Let's go, ski.
You know
Let's
what I'm
go,
saying?
ski.
Mr. I don't know if I should call you Mr. Atlanta or Mr. Missouri.
Speak on it.
Speak on
You
it.
know what
I'm
I'm
gonna
saying?
speak on it then, cause
You-
since you don't want to do it, see,
Yeah.
this right here really epic, man. Cause like
This epic.
I ain't gonna cap, bro. I had to swagger jack you with that one, bro. Cause you know we from Missouri, bro.
Yes, sir. Show
But
Oh, here y'all
Atlanta,
niggas
show
go,
me.
man.
But hold
Here y'all go.
Show me the state, baby.
But-
Talk
Here
that.
they go.
But Atlanta adopted us, bro. So it's our respect, man. STL to ATL, man. That's what we do,
All
man.
day, man. MOGA boy, man. Believe that.
So as y'all see, man, we got Mr. William Moore, man. We can't really just go too deep into the credentials, bro, because we'll be here all day. But we gonna let him speak on it, bro. Talk to the people, man. Tell them who you is, bro, where you come from, and your a little bit of your credentials, bro.
Yes, sir, man. First of all, man, I gotta thank my dogs, man, for having me on the show, man. I'm very
Yeah.
proud of what y'all got going.
Yeah,
man.
my boy.
I love it, man. What you say, food for thought? I'm
Food
all
for
for
thought,
that.
for
Yes,
sure.
sir. I love it, man. And wouldn't be here, you know what I'm saying, without the grace of God first and foremost,
Yeah.
man. And you know, had to come on and represent for the Dirty Birds, you know what I'm saying? Tigers, you know what I'm saying? Yep, only 2 teams played for, but yeah. As you said, man, I've been playing ball since I was 7 years old, out of Missouri. Show me state representative.
Yes, sir, ski.
There y'all go, this show shit, man.
We were just showing out the tattoo BTS footage, bro. We were just showing out. If you from St. Louis, if you from Missouri, bro, you got it scarred on you
This
somewhere,
is not
bro.
gonna be a Midwest episode.
Man, Midwest swing,
Y'all niggas not
y'all.
finna do
It is, baby. Show me.
Man,
Show me
it's something about, man, continue, bro. I just had to slide in
It's
there
all
right quick.
good. Yes, sir. You know, I've been playing ball since I was 7 years old, man. Been doing this, man. That's my life. Football, you know what I'm saying? Music, both of them. But yeah, definitely, man. Man, I've been rocking out with that ball since I was young, bro. And you know, the crazy part is I knew I was finna come here to Atlanta. I know that's probably gonna be later on in the show. I knew I was finna get drafted here to Atlanta. I used to come here all the time in the 8th grade, man. My girlfriend in middle school, first her parents brought us down here to pick up her sister. And when I came, we came down, picked her up and turned around. And that's when I saw the city. I was like, damn, it's a
This shit
beautiful
different.
city.
Yeah.
So I double back and come back down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been in love with the 8 since, man. I've been coming here since I was
Hey
in
man,
middle school.
I tell bro all the time, man. You know, me and you got done. You know what I'm saying? We locked in for life.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm
Speak
saying? I
on
tell
it.
my brother, this my brother also.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So I tell my father all the time, I say, hey man, that boy Mo is not from Missouri no more.
Yes, sir.
I
They
told
be
him,
trying to tell me that same shit,
but
bro.
you are not from Missouri no more. Y'all
I'm
ain't
for sure
got to
Atlanta
face
nigga.
it, bro.
I'm for sure Atlanta nigga.
He
now,
been trying to go. He tried to tell me, nigga, we kicking it the other day. Let me eat some Chinese food.
Yeah.
Chinaman.
You know, he tell me,
What?
y'all fried rice ain't like our fried
And I
rice.
ain't, bro, y'all ain't St.
Nah,
Paul
it ain't
in it,
nowhere
bro.
near that.
They ain't St. Paul in it, bro. They don't know nothing about that, bro. It's a difference, bro.
That boy Saint took me to somewhere and grabbed some fried rice. I've been hooked since.
Chop suey, man. He
Yeah.
probably took you on the east side.
Nah, I
Man.
forgot where he took me. Saint, no.
Shout out to Saint,
Galilee.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what's
Saint,
up?
my boy
what's
Saint,
up?
man.
Yes,
Martin
sir,
Foles,
Ski,
man.
We're going to hit the
love you,
marquee again, my boy. We're going to hit the marquee again, bro.
Yes, sir.
So
I missed that one, huh?
Man, you hear me?
Double back with you for sure.
So, you know, clearly our viewers already understand, bro. You know what I mean? You was
a family
ex NFL player,
Yeah.
bro, and also at the same time, like Sat was saying, bro, it's a family affair, bro. It's a link in. You know what I mean? And we appreciate you for actually pulling up on the platform, bro. But outside of football, what a lot of people don't seem to understand is that you are a human being.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that's right here on this podcast and on this platform, bro. It's deeper than the podcast. We actually get into the people rather than the accomplishments. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So we kind of want to dig a little bit deeper. So what made you actually, because, all right, hold on, let me take it back a little bit. Football, obviously, all of us, I'm pretty sure us, including the audience and everybody, at some point played some type of sports, bro.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Especially in our environments and things of that nature, bro. You know what I mean? We always play sports that be the way out, so on and so forth. But it takes a different level to get to the fucking NFL, bro, and not get cut, bro. You actually in the NFL and played, nigga. So it's like,
basically what he's saying, when you knew you was that nigga?
Nah, not that, bro. I'm really asking them on a different level to where it's like, bro, what motivated you to have the drive that it took, facing all the adversities that you had that faced growing up in Missouri, bro, so on and so forth, as I know all too well. What motivated you, bro, to stick to that shit, bro, and actually make it to the top?
Man, I live by this saying, man, if I started, I'm gonna finish it. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
If I started, I'm gonna finish it. And I've always been that way, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I've almost quit so many times, bro. This shit was hard. You hear me, man? Making it to the NFL, man, it was one of the hardest accomplishments, but I always had a dream since I was young, you feel me? And I remember back in, this is 2002, 2000, when Miami Hurricanes was the team in college football.
Yeah, like Sean Taylor and all them boys.
And they made the game look so fun when they used to party in the end zone and shit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I remember them days when I used to be like, man, I used to sit in the mirror, all the homies, we in the shed and shit, and we got a mirror in there, and I'd be in that motherfucker be like, man, this shit, I'm finna I make it to the league. That's my dance when I get to the league. And I always had a dream, man, of getting there and doing it, even though by the time I got to the league, they stopped the celebration shit. But it was just a dream, you know what I'm saying? No matter, I remember so many hard-ass days coming up. My first encounter was, I think, high school football. I was a freshman, and I wanted to play, you know, when you're a freshman, you supposed to play junior varsity.
For sure, JV.
Yeah, so as a freshman, coach made me dress out with varsity. And I didn't get to play junior varsity with my partners. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I want to play with my friends, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, no, I'm going to make you dress out with varsity. But the problem was he made me dress out with varsity, but I didn't play.
Exactly.
I'm riding the bench.
Yeah.
So now I'm feeling, you feel me, like, nah, I know I'm better than, you know, I know I'm good enough to be out here on this field now.
Facts. And
I remember coach telling me, Coach Jim McKay, rest in peace. I remember him saying, Moore, you stand beside me and I'm gonna get you in the game. So 6 games go by. You feel me? We losing. I'm steady pulling on, you know, coach, put me in. And I remember like yesterday, he turned around and he said, stop fucking touching on me or some shit. You know what I'm saying? When I tell you in the middle of the game, I took that damn helmet off and shoulder pads, and I remember throwing that shit on the sideline, making a big ass scene at the game. And I had walked in the locker room and I had quit. I'm talking about quit mid-game. And shout out to my spiritual adopted parents, the Whites.
Damn.
Yeah, you know, I was adopted when they've been in my life since I was 7 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I remember them coming in that locker room. Mr. White looked at me and said, it's a decision this one decision can affect the rest of your life. And I remember dressing back out, going back out there, coach put me in the game, got 2 interceptions, fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Rest was history. But
was that
just
the start?
that one moment.
Was that the start to the William?
Yeah, for sure. That's what I said. The rest was history, man. He gave me the opportunity, and you know what I'm saying, I broke records from there. But just that one decision, if I would have quit, you know what I'm saying? I always look back at that. If I would have quit, I did a year in juvenile when I was young. You know what I'm saying? Like all that shit play a part of where I am today. I knew what I wanted. I remember being in juvenile for that year, you know what I'm saying?
So I want to take it to that right quick though, bro. You know what I mean? As I know all too well about the juvenile experience.
Yeah.
But even on top of that, as me and several of my brothers, bro. You know what I mean? Shout out to Ken Collier. Shout out to Amar Rashad, bro. Shout out to OG Big Red. You know what I mean? Shout out to all the brothers that's involved in this. You know what I mean? We got the Trenches Impact Center, the Trenches Global Impact Center. You know what I mean? Right here, right now. You know what I mean? We actually reach out and do a lot of things, as we spoke about off camera.
Yep.
But like the thing that motivates me the most a lot of times is understanding that as a juvenile, sometimes the adults, such as ourselves, we get so far removed from youth when we were in our youth that we forget a lot of the stuff that we was going through. And then on top of that, bro, the era has changed today.
Absolutely.
So some of the things that these kids are involved with or are going through, we didn't go through when we was young. So, you know what I mean? It's just my purpose as I, you know what I mean, maneuvered and transitioned back out into society to actually do something for it, become more of an asset rather than a liability. So just to take it back right quick, with the juvenile experience, bro, what would you say is something that you learned that actually helped you get to where you are today, bro?
My failures, man. Obviously, you know, we all learn from them failures, man. And that was a long year in juvenile. I'll never forget it. And it taught me something, you know what I mean? I remember being locked up in juvenile, you know, the experience of being in Division of Youth Service and things like that. I remember every Sunday was family meeting day. And I remember going several weeks where my family didn't show up. You know what I'm saying? I was probably 2 hours away from home. And at the time, my family, nobody showed up. I remember sitting in that couch and everybody else had their family there. And I remember sitting there looking out the window waiting for my family to show up and nobody ever showed up. You know what I'm saying? And that moment right there had taught me a lot. It made me mature.
But did you let it define you, or did
No,
you
not
let
at all,
it,
man. Not at all.
Okay.
And that's one thing I know everybody got their own shit going on, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody got their own life going on, and I don't judge nobody for that. I don't fault my mom. I don't fault nobody for that. And they eventually start coming and showing up. But just at a long time where I had to face the music, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God, yeah.
It taught me a lot, and that's what I take into my life now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, you gotta. All else fail, you got yourself. You gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna come and save you in this lifetime. I tell my son all the time. You know what I'm saying? So
that real.
that shit made me mature fast. You know what I mean?
Nah, for real.
So I like the way you put that. That's one of the things, because a lot of people don't get to hear that side. You know, coming up from the athletes and shit, they don't get to hear this pain and the struggles of this shit. So right now, how life for you right now though?
Life is amazing, man. Fatherhood more than anything, you know. Especially when we talk about juvenile. I got a teenager now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how life always.
That's a struggle in itself, huh?
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And it'd be amazing watching him look like me. You feel what I'm saying? The shit that I used to do growing up, and obviously he's smart enough to know that he don't have to live by the certain circumstances that I had to grow up. You
For
feel
sure.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So. I seen something the other day about Ice Cube's son when somebody told him he had the silver spoon.
Yeah. Shadow was like, you're not about to make me feel guilty for having an easy life.
There you go. And that's how my son think. Like, I don't feel guilty for my dad working his ass off the.
But personally, I done seen Little Prince on the field though.
Oh yeah, he's serious.
Him.
He's serious.
Yeah, he him.
I'm his biggest critic, so I'm gonna block it. Y'all edit that out. Don't let him see me. Don't let him see me say he good because he get the big head.
Hey, go he tell me, he said, don't send my dad that video.
So, did you always play the position you played, bro? Or did you like just kind of had to find your swag on the field?
I was all over. You know how them small schools is, man. I played quarterback. I played wide receiver. I played running back. Everything, but I don't know why, but my love always was safety. I always loved that position.
That's the quarterback of defense.
It is.
The responsibility, you know what I'm saying, is huge. I want that responsibility.
Yeah.
I've been a captain on every level of football that I've ever played, from Pee Wee to high school to college to NFL.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Captain.
I take pride in that shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Captain.
I take pride in that shit. A young nigga from the bottom, from the hood, when coach see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not your everyday captain as far as I don't like to talk about it. I like to be about it. And, and you can ask any of my teammates, I live by that motto. You know what I'm saying? By that motto. I ain't finna talk about it. I'm gonna do it.
Nah, for real. Show me. Yeah.
Look,
don't take it. Look.
He don't like that.
So like I said, bro, like we get a little deep on here. You know what I mean? It's more than a podcast, you know.
Call the pod show.
Come on, man.
For sure. So I want to ask you this, bro. Like, being at the level you on and we're on, especially in the prime and in the heat of the moment, bro. We all know, bro, nigga ain't pocket checking or whatever the case may be, but like NFL players, folk got them M's.
Yeah, come on, man.
You was an NFL player. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so like, me just knowing in positions that I've been in, you know what I mean? Alhamdulillah, nigga ain't no broke nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't never been no millionaire. I ain't even finna cap for the, you know what I mean? I ain't gonna cap. But I do know just from my personal experience, a lot of shit that come when folk know, especially family and friends. When you got that bag, bro.
Come on, man.
So, you know, a lot of people look at it like, oh, I got the money, but folk don't understand the struggle within it. It's more than even just family and friends. A lot of other struggles with that. But I want to ask you, bro, you know what I mean, if it ain't too much or if it ain't too deep, bro, what kind of struggles did you encounter dealing with family and friends once you actually draft day, got that bread, or like was the rookie contract really like folk think, oh, you get signed on top, but you got the M's, and like, could you kind of get into that a little bit and explain outside of that some of the struggles that you went through dealing with family and friends?
Man. Let me tell you, first off, man, the struggle made me a man, man. The top made me a human.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Hold on, look in that camera right there, bro. Say that one more time.
I'm going to repeat it before they even say it.
Yeah.
Listen, the struggle made me a man. The top made me a human.
That's
You
hard.
understand?
So elaborate.
So that's I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm not even a fan of money no more, you know what I'm saying? To reach the top, again, that made me a human. I realized what's important. I said a lyric in one of my songs that said, the Jordan, I can afford every pair of Jordans. Basically, they cost $300. But the day I cut my feet, I realized what's important. You know what I'm saying? They look better on display, but still can't cover the scars. And basically what I'm saying is when I was young, I'm sure a lot of us went through that too of, we all wanted the Jordans growing up, right? Different shoes and shit like that.
We wanted the trends.
Yeah, we wanted the trends. So as I got older and more successful, I got 500 pair of shoes in the house and I wear Crocs every day.
Ooh.
You understand what I'm saying? That shit become not important. You start realizing what's important. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
Like, I'm calming down from jewelry now. As you know, the Sap know how I
Yeah, for sure.
I done seen a few times on that.
Shit starting. I'm about to be 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? And my son, I got my 1969 Cutlass with the 24s on it and shit. And that was a
What's it called?
Lucy Green. That's my baby.
Yeah.
Shout out my auntie Lucy. That's her name.
Okay.
And I always loved old school cars growing up with, you know what I'm saying, putting them rims on and popping the shit. I've been doing it since I was young, bro. And I asked my son one day, I'm gonna get this car to you when you're older. He said, Dad, that's too flashy for me. I don't want it. And
this shit probably made you proud, boy.
Yeah, I love it.
I know it made you proud.
It's a different type of breed, though, bro.
And I was like, damn, I need to figure out, what's important. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm just trying to pipe it down, man. That shit is not important to me no more, but we need money as a tool, and of course, I live by Maslow's hierarchy of need. Look it up. It's called Maslow's
I read it in college,
needs,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You what is it? You start from the bottom.
Like personal satisfaction and things that survival and things of that nature. And then
air, breathing, food. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I live by that motto, man. So
really, money sometimes, basically, like from what I'm getting from it, it's a tool. But you gotta realize it's a tool though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that come from like, I don't know your background, but I'm pretty sure, bro, coming from the same area, bro, like niggas ain't have growing up. And as you spoke on being adopted, you know what I mean? Things of that nature. It's like you don't really have. So like when you actually get it, nigga like me get sit figure, bro, and be like, oh, that's something I had never had. You see what I'm saying? But like we talking M's. You get what I'm saying? It's a little different.
That's why
bro.
I asked you to catch is that if you went out and got a scratch off and you hit for $6 million,
right?
You don't even see your life changing I could ask you questions about people that's close to you. You know what I'm saying? People could be the closest to you. You'd be like, I ask you, no respect to Mom Dukes or whoever.
Sure.
I can be like, you think your mama do this?
Ooh.
You be like, hell nah, man. That's my mom Dukes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this personally as my mom. I'm just saying like money
general.
make people do things that you feel me.
Hey,
Shit gets
sure.
real treacherous.
I've always told people money don't change you, it change the motherfuckers around you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I tell motherfuckers that all the time, bro.
And it's a dangerous game if you don't play it right. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how long did you think it took you to really learn how to play it, bro?
I'm still learning, bro.
Whoa.
I'm still learning, bro. This shit an everyday learn, everyday study, bro. This shit, you know what I mean? Especially for my kids, because I've always wanted to get them what I didn't have growing up. I'm just like any other parent, you feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
I want to give my children shit that I ain't never had growing up. And here I go buy a 22,000 square foot home, indoor pool, palm tree. You've been to the crib. You know what I mean? And my son come to me, he's like, Dad, I like the last house better. This was 3,500 square feet.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So since you bring up the last house better, we're gonna scale back. We're gonna take it to what was your thoughts on draft day, bro? Cause nobody really got the chance to. Can't nobody in this room say, "Hey, we got the chance to draft," or nothing like that. You know, a lot of us was more interested in how we can make our next big league or something like that.
For sure.
You got the chance to understand and say, "I'm changing generational wealth." How was your attitude on draft day? And like what was your thoughts on draft days?
I was excited, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was more excited for the people around me. My grandma was still there. Rest in peace. She was still there on draft day. And it was more, the whole community was there. And I was more excited for them getting the feeling from where we from. Don't nobody get drafted. Nobody's ever got drafted. You know what I'm saying? I felt better for them. And I just talked to my homie Sticky in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Stick, man.
Shout out my brother Stick.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about draft day. You know what I'm saying? He been in, you know what I'm saying? It's forever ago.
Yeah.
But he still got, that's one memory he got. He been down for, you know what I'm saying?
Some time,
about 15, something like that, or whatever. But he was just more excited. Bro, I remember draft day, he was there. And that's what I seen everybody excited, had the whole block out, kids who now grown that was there. They still remember it, and that's what it's about. I wanted to show them young kids that, bro, this shit possible, bro. You know what I'm saying? This shit is possible.
But if you look at it, it's a lot of kids look at it. It's the impossible.
What do you mean?
You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't really a reality for a lot of kids, bro.
Bro, I don't think you understand, bro. This ain't 2025, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think there's no kids out there that don't think nothing's possible. They can see everything, bro. This ain't the old days.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, you're right.
I remember
right.
being in fucking high school and middle school. We didn't never see China and shit.
But the reason I say that, and I'm gonna take the shot at my dog Saint. My dog Misha contested this. When you got drafted to the city, it was like this. Ooh, oh boy, my brother just he coming to the city. And they were like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Nigga,
sure.
man, come on, man. You know
turn
what I'm saying?
up.
Like, but like it woke the city up, bro.
Yeah.
Because you was a nigga that was like us, and not saying you really was a nigga that was like us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't think it's relatable, bro.
Absolutely.
I want to ask you this, bro. Like, with you being and if operating on the highest level of professional football that you can operate on, bro. You know what I mean? As bro was just saying, obviously, I was down for a long time. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff, shit, I was on FaceTime for. You did what I'm saying? And I shout out to Michi, bro. Shout out to the game, bro, for actually always including me in on them, on the Miami trips, on them Puerto Rico trips. You know what I mean? My nigga was on the camel. What is you doing on the camel? A horse or pony or some shit? You feel me? I ain't doing
my
this
boy
shit.
Michi was the first nigga to roll the blunt on the camel.
Come on.
So it like, bro, and I shout out because that like it even hit, it resonates even deeper with me, bro, because as you was just talking about your homie, Slick. Yeah, Stick. There was in China, hey man, free the gang. I don't even know you, bro, but free the gang. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, free Stick.
Cause now it just took me back to them times where, like I said, bro, literally, I'm on FaceTime. Ain't supposed to be on FaceTime. Let Department of Corrections tell it, but I'm really seeing this shit, bro, and they actually, believe it or not, bro. That shit piped me up. It made me be like, hey, bro, I gotta get there. Cause my situation was unorthodox and I had to fight my way up out that bitch, bro. Yeah, bro, see, you fought for the NFL. You fought for, you know what I mean, a dream come true, bro. My dream was as a kid was never to get out of prison because I never thought I would be going to prison.
Right.
You see what I'm saying, bro? So I had to
Yeah.
actually redefine my dream in the mix of growing up and going through puberty, my nigga, in prison, bro.
Yeah.
That's how deep it was.
What was your age when you went down?
I was 15 years old, bro.
So that's oof.
I was 15, bro, and they gave me a 55-year sentence. You know what I mean? I ended up doing 15 years, so I literally spent half on the street and half coming outside,
Yep,
bro. And I try
yep.
not to really just let that be the forefront of
Your
the
life.
podcast,
Yeah,
my life in general,
Yeah, your
bro. You
life.
know what I mean? But that's just the real of where I come from. But seeing y'all boys and actually being able to participate in the highest capacity that I could participate in and everything that going on, because Lord knows, bro, I would have been there times 10, just like I'm here right now. You know what I mean? So, like your homie Stick, bro, what you did for him, and it's cool that you actually had that perception at the time being so young. Like, hey, bro, I'm more so concerned about what I'm doing for those around me. Look at 15, 20 years later, bro, you still did that for him, bro. That gives niggas hopes, bro.
Yeah.
So I want to commend and salute you on being able to do that shit so far in advance. You know what I mean? So I want to bring it back a little bit. As Sal was saying that, like what Saint was saying, you know what I mean? Bro, you got drafted to the Falcons. It's like, hell yeah, because it's somebody that come from where we come from and overcame a lot of shit that we overcame, you know what I mean, or was struggling in that moment really to overcome. You actually made it out, bro. So I want to ask you this, bro, being on the highest level of fucking professional sports that you can go in the United States of America, bro. You feel me?
For sure.
And this shit sound like gas, but it's the truth.
That's the truth.
It's the
In
truth.
world.
It's true. Yeah.
In the league, bro, because once again, a lot of people don't have the honor to be able to be actually sitting down with somebody that really played at a high level in the league. You know what I mean? In the league, bro, are there a lot of people that actually come from where we come from? Just like you, bro, how we relate to you. Are there a lot of relatable players in the league as well?
Absolutely, man. And that's one of the biggest crosses on the game that I don't like. You know what I mean? Because they promote the game. The NFL have a shield, man, and they must protect that shield, you know what I'm saying, at all costs. But they forget they draft young cats out of the bottom of the ghetto or the projects.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I say something,
Yeah,
bro?
come on.
A lot of niggas I met through you, I ain't gonna lie, bro. It been 50-50. 50% trill, 50%
Corporate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never knew that though into that situation. But I just had to I wanted to open it up to you though. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to elaborate on Asante Samuel's in primetime argument. You
For
see
sure.
what I'm saying?
Oh, they been going at it.
Yeah.
We
yeah.
missing the whole fucking picture of that whole thing. Asante Samuels ain't in the Hall of Fame, bro.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
He
saying?
should be though.
Yeah.
And if you ask me why not, it goes back to the question you just asked.
So you feel like it's because he just
I
like,
don't feel like it's
Aesthetics.
what it is.
It's
He's too
aesthetic.
hood.
Yeah.
You feel me? The man too
no.
hood.
'Cause if you
Look at the man numbers.
If you compare his numbers
Ain't no
to
no
prime
comparison.
numbers,
The man got 50 plus interceptions, bro.
yeah,
The man up there with Champ Bailey and Reeves.
we ain't gonna go talk playoff games.
Come on, man. I played with him, man. The man different, man. The man belong with the Hall of Fame.
Shout out to Asante Samuel, man.
That's my dog.
shout out.
Regardless, if I ain't know the nigga, if you know what I'm saying, I'm being honest. The man got the numbers. He should be at Hall of Fame, but he's not there because he don't put on the suit, and that's why I've been, like I told you, I spoke on it earlier, being a captain in the NFL.
So do you feel like being from Missouri?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. I've never heard of Mizzou until I heard of you. Do you feel like you should be in the Hall of Fame?
In Missouri?
Yeah.
For sure, man. I mean, that's
Number one team.
no. I take pride in that
like
too.
the number one team.
We got to number one. I mean, check the record books, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Check the record books.
Why do you think, for the people that don't know, are you in the Hall of Fame at Mizzou?
I'm not at all.
Why do you think they you not in the Hall of Fame?
Because I'm like Asante Samuel. I'm not a corporate guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a corporate guy, and people don't understand how far they go. And I'm never gonna be nothing but me. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's one of the coldest things. Hold on. That year that y'all came Y'all number one. What was that? Big 12.
Yeah, we was in the Big 12.
Big
then.
12. Next year it came to the ACC, right?
No, like 2-3 years after that. 2-3
Y'all,
years.
yeah, I ain't even gonna lie. That first year y'all was in the SEC, y'all.
Yeah, we did our thing.
Yeah,
2
y'all
years
did-
straight.
Yeah.
He said 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we was,
No,
we was
for
always
sure.
good against SEC teams.
Yeah,
though.
they're for sure. But what I'm saying that one of the memorable games that I seen you play Oklahoma.
I think you probably to my Arkansas, buddy.
Nah,
Cotton Bowl.
that it was that.
Yeah, I got the defensive player of the game, MVP.
Yeah.
Against
So-
Darren McFadden and all them.
Yeah.
So with being that said, like, why do you think it's so much politics in there though?
Because they got a business. People don't understand that football is a business at the end of the day. You understand? If they can't promote, I don't want to call it ratchetness, but they,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They can't promote it. You know what I'm saying? You got a nigga tatted up. You feel me? I wore gold grill in my mouth when I played. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, number one at that.
Yeah, like this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I always knew that.
And this before they were doing the double numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. Like I said, they had a interception record. That record been there since 1969.
You broke it.
And a nigga from Haytah coming.
Hey,
you know
you
what I'm
talking
saying?
about?
From, you know what I'm saying, from the bottom, from the projects, come up there and break this record that's been there since 1969. I come down there and break the record. I come and break the university record. Two records, interceptions for touchdowns and interceptions for season. You know what I'm saying? Like, I take pride in that. Whether I get the credit for going Hall of Fame, that's cool. If I don't, you know what I'm saying? But I tell my son that I take credit in all that, bro.
So what do you feel like is more important to you, that gold jacket or that recognition from the university? Because me personally, I know you, bro. Before I even knew you, you was one of my favorite players.
Appreciate that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That the infamous the historical Bills hit.
Yeah.
When you got down, you know what I'm saying, body slam shot at the tight end.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That bitch went crazy.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? That bitch, no folk down, you get a fine for that shit nowadays.
You be kicked out of the league for that
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? So, like, if you had one thing, like, would it be the gold jacket or would it be Mizzou Hall of Fame?
Of course, I'll take the gold jacket. That's the top of the top, baby. That's the top of the top, man. But either one good for me, man. It's all recognition. That's one thing I noticed about football, period. It's kind of like anything else. They don't really give out a lot of flowers until, you go to these games and see these old players walk out and now they getting they flowers when they 60 years old, barely walking and shit. You know what I mean? It's whatever, man. But I'm big on just the thought that I've been to places and changed the atmosphere. When I got to Mizzou, it wasn't even ranked. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it was me, but I'm saying
It was the
I was
culture.
there. Yeah.
I'm involved with this. We number one in the country. You feel what I'm saying? I'm leading the nation in interceptions. I take pride in that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, get to the Falcons. We ain't been, since Mike Vick left. You see what I'm saying? We ain't really been in no playoffs like that. See where the first undefeated season in Atlanta came from.
Yeah,
man.
facts.
I'm a part of that, man. I take pride in that shit, man.
Hey, that nigga tell me, he's telling me he's been in the club. He's like, hey, he's looking on me, get what he say, Private.
What?
Hey, Sal, I'm that nigga.
For real.
Hey, you got it. All right, so
You got to. You got to walk. Safety is a position. You got to have confidence, man. Every game, I pray and I say I'm that nigga, man. Can't nobody fuck with me, bro. I've been saying that shit. I'm still saying.
I said we're gonna talk.
So I'm gonna ask you this. As bro was talking about your level of confidence, bro. So like me growing up, I hoop though. You feel me? But I also learned that I had a change in my game, bro. When I step out there and be looking like I don't give a damn who on the court,
Straight
nigga.
up.
It's your level of confidence when you,
Gotta
bro,
have it.
nigga be making shots and shit like that you ain't even really thought about. You feel me?
Right.
So just talking to the upcoming kids, bro, the upcoming young teens and things of that nature, bro. You know what I mean? Could you speak on how confidence can actually catapult your game, bro?
Man, I always say it's a thin line between sane and insanity. There's a thin line between humble and humility. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be, I've seen players who don't talk much and they go do their thing, but they don't put fear in nobody. They don't get the respect from people. You see what I'm saying? But when you go out there like Michael Jordan, like, you can't fuck with me, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't get this.
I'm finna bring it to you, but you got to be prepared. And then you got some cats out there talk a good game, but they ain't
don't
like
really
that.
with that. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You gotta, when you put the work in, bro. That's for any young cat out there, Shaw, anybody. When you put that work in, and you know you put that work in, man, I'm confident as hell, bro. I'm finna do this shit. When I walk on this stage or when I walk on this field, I can't be fucked with because I put the work in. I prepared for this shit.
Oh God,
you understand what I'm saying?
They're real.
We're gonna scale it back one time, man. We got into what got you to who you was, the mentality that got you who you was.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna get more so into, so you can be, you know what I'm saying, relatable to the audience. Relationships.
Y'all want to talk about relationships?
Speak on it.
Oh, but you a slick nigga, boy.
Straight up.
You a slick nigga. That nigga said speak on it.
Come on.
What has been the challenges of being a pro athlete and dealing with love and lust?
I'm 40-year-old. I'm about to be 40 years old, and I'm single, bro. So that should speak on what relationships are in my eyes. And when I say that, I've been scarred, but at the same time, I've grown a lot. You know, I was celibate for 4 years.
Celibate?
4 years.
Was you in the league now?
Oh, that boy said celibate.
That nigga, that deep.
Yeah.
Oh, so you on fucking nothing?
Nothing, man.
Nathaniel.
2019, man, to 2020, into 2023, man.
Hold on, man.
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
That's
I
why
gotta ask you this.
That's why I was getting all that pussy.
What? Also, the pussy he was passing up. And
Yeah, he was
throwing.
throwing it to me. I'm ashamed.
I'm saying, so what the hell made, like, what led you to, I'm baffled, bro, if you can see, bro. I want to know what led you to actually choose to
Crazy
be
as
celibate.
hell when I hear men say that shit, man. Y'all ain't never thought about.
Fuck
No, nigga.
Bro, that
Absolutely
shit is
not.
serious. Listen, man.
It's, hold
See,
on.
I'm
It's
40.
it's a mental health thing.
For sure. For shit show. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? This shit is soul ties, man. Every woman you lay down with, bro, you getting their energy.
I don't know more. I'm conquered.
Bullshit. Every person you lay down with.
Okay, I get it.
But when we young, we don't think that way. We just, you feel me?
Or
We
you just got enough energy to go
swinging
around.
and banging. You know what I'm saying? We young, but as you get older and you start like want to focus on more shit, do more shit, man.
Oh, we got Pastor Mo now.
I'm telling you real
Wow,
shit, bro.
wow, right
Listen,
on.
I ain't trying to change a motherfucker, man. You do what you do, but I'm just telling you, like, that was the best moment of my life when I went celibate, man. I started looking at shit different. You feel me? The best thing I did, bro.
Okay, so you see.
So how did you get out of celibacy then?
Oh,
Let's get into that shit.
Listen,
So what broke you, bro?
that boy,
I just want to know.
I'm still a man. Look, I always had temptations, bro, and that's the best part about it because when I went through celibacy, bro, I realized I could face that temptation because you know what I'm saying, bro. I got some bodies, bro.
Yeah,
like I'm being honest,
from
bro.
the baddest to the baddest.
You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm being honest, bro. Yeah. Who was that said? I done took down some of the girls Drake and Future took down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't even gonna lie to you, but you know they be like, your brother.
And I don't even idolize that shit no more, man. I'm grown now, man.
Nah,
you feel me?
But
I love women though, man. I love
me
women,
too.
man.
You know, my brother Prophet calls being womanizer sometimes.
You are that, man.
Me?
Fuck you, me. It ain't just me, nigga.
Out, man.
Me?
My ass. Yeah,
you think so?
I know so. Every time I go on Instagram and see something real nice looking, I look down at Sap the
That nigga has liked this shit.
God damn,
That nigga been commented that shit. I swear to God.
Me, bro.
Hide nothing from this nigga.
Me, bro.
You know how you try to find the little pretty girls on there that don't nobody know and shit?
Yeah, no, Sap no.
I don't even want no more.
Man, me?
Yeah.
So is he so all right, as it bro, as you navigate love and lust, cause like shit, especially in this new generation, bro. You know what I mean? Folks see you pop out, you know what I mean? They gon' goddamn, don't let them fuck around and know who you is, bro. You know, it shit go to a different level. What did something transpire to make you be like, hey man, yeah, we did deep, but we get on up in there. You
Man,
feel what I'm
come on
saying?
with it. Speak on
So
it.
did something transpire to make you be like, you know what, bro? I'm finna take a step back and actually, you know, focus on celibacy.
For sure, life itself, man. And I noticed that But most of I got my own daughter, so I started looking at shit a little different. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got my own daughter, so I got to raise her up to be something that I ain't never really too much seen. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to step back.
That's a trial and tribulation in itself.
Real talk. So, you know, I can't raise my daughter up to be something that shit I'm out here lusting over. You feel what I'm saying? So most of all, man, hell yeah, I done been through some stuff. I done seen it all, bro. I didn't see it all.
I know. I've been with you.
I've been fucking since I was 13.
I
bro.
ain't been that.
Yeah, so really, like, I can take a break and still be cool. Type shit.
Nah, it ain't even that.
I'm just saying, but I ain't gonna lie. Some of the tops of my stable.
Stable. This is why you're a womanizer,
No,
because you
for
said
real.
stable, nigga.
Okay.
I always say every beach look the same. Every beach in the sand.
And I ain't gonna lie. If every beach look the same, I love the sand between my toes.
See, that's why I started going to Miami. I used to travel the world a lot. I try to go see the world a lot. And I'm big on water, you know.
So
I love the water, but
so
I
look,
realize all beaches look the same.
I want to bring a lot of I learned a lot from you, bro. And then we're gonna really get a little deep into a lot of the mental health situation. But we're gonna still kick it at the same time.
For sure.
I learned a lot from you when you used to tell me, "Sap, live." You said live all the time, and that was your key word that I remember you used to say to me, "Live, bro. Live." And like I told you, you know, me and you had our podcast together. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, we didn't pursue it like we supposed to, you know, but I was able to pursue it with my brother Bilal. You know what I'm saying? But we all family.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So what I told you, he pushed me in ways that I need to be pushed.
Vice versa.
You know
Vice
what I'm
versa.
saying? You know
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
definitely say
saying?
that.
You showed me a life that you never, like, he pushed me in ways that he'd never let me sit down.
Right.
You showed me a life to where you would never let me live. You would never let me just sit there and die. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you was always, nigga, get up, like go, let's go do this, let's go do this. Oh, Sal, you only got one life. You only got one life, and that was one of the things that he preached. And then the thing with Blau that I can put y'all two together. Bro pushed me to the limits. Every single time he gonna say, "Hey, bro, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got this going on. We're gonna cook this. When we're gonna do this." It was to the point we done got the fuss on the phone before.
Man, how many times?
Yeah, like I'm talking about real deal. Like, all right, bro, we just gonna fight when we get. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go to his mama house right now, nigga. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? And to the point where we done real deal got the fussing before. And it's just like I told him, the ways that he pushed me, you challenged me in that way to live, though. You know what I'm saying? You used to challenge me because I used to work. I was, and he used to tell me because I was living for, you know my lifestyle.
For sure.
I was living to try to appeal somebody and living to do. And he used to tell me all the time, "Nah, but they ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it." Mo always kept me on my toes, bro, every single day. And that's one thing I can connect y'all two together.
That's
Y'all
that Missouri shit, my boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all have always challenged me to the point where you've always challenged me to be better, and to the point you always challenged me to live.
See more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have always challenged me that.
You only get one of these, man. I say that all the time.
You've always told me that, bro.
And you been around my best friend Castine, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You been
For
around him.
Like, even to the point when he went viral.
Did he not enjoy life for while
To
he
the
was
fullest.
Here? He enjoyed.
And man,
you never met him, but
bro, when
if
I
you
tell
would
you,
met him, you would have loved him.
bro,
for
when I
sure.
tell you, can I say this? My boy's polygamist. Had hella. Not gonna make it sound bad, you know what I'm saying? But he had a lot of women.
He had a lifestyle.
And I told Mo, he had went viral on one of my pages one day, and I sent it to Mo. It was a lot of negative comments, and I wanted to respond. Mo was like, "Nigga, don't respond to that shit." For what? He lived. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Sal, he lived. What you gonna sit here and argue with them for?"
I'm gonna ask you this, bro. As bro, everything that you saying clearly about Castine, You know what I mean? Clearly it's past tense, therefore he's no longer with us. You know what I mean? Rest in love, my brother. Even though I ain't met him. And we speaking about living, you know, and actually enjoying the life that we had because we only got one of them, bro. So I want to say this, bro. Like, have you been from where you from, coming up out the mud, literally? Have you ever felt that survivor's remorse? Because when you know, thinking about your brothers and your homies and your family, things of that nature, where it's just like, damn, I made it. And then especially when you get to that point.
It's funny because brother just called me on his FaceTime.
Oh, well, shit, let make this a FaceTime, then. You know what I mean? So have you, could you kind of get into like survivor's remorse?
Hell yeah, for sure, man. When you come from the bottom, man, people, I watch a lot of cats. I think Jeezy did a documentary interview or something. He was speaking on survivor's remorse.
Yeah, his book.
And you know, when you come from seeing a lot, you know, I don't speak on it. My mom was on drugs coming up, you know what I'm saying? And I started selling crack when I was 14 years old, you know what I'm saying? And I think about that shit all the time. No matter how high I get, I think about the lows, and that shit balanced out a lot, you understand? And I think that's what kept me afloat to get to this point, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
No matter how high this shit get, I don't care if I'm in Vegas seeing the best shit, you know what I'm saying? I think about that shit and it just balanced out. It's weird to say, it just balanced out. I know when I got up here, I ain't want to go back down there.
Oh God.
You understand what I'm saying?
Oh God.
But at the same time, I went through depression. You feel what I'm saying? That shit, after losing my best friend, you know what I'm saying, to suicide, and watching that, you know what I mean? I got a video on my phone, and Castine he always said, man, I done lived. He used to joke about suicide a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, bro, stop saying that stupid shit.
Same shit me and you had in the discussion,
He always used to joke like, Mo, I ain't gonna be here next year. And I'd be like, bro, stop saying stupid shit. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Damn, hold on. I gotta dial this back because we big on mental health here. Real spill, but no matter what it is, and you know what I mean, a lot of times in our communities, we look at mental health as being a bad thing, but the shit that we endure just naturally being young, black men generally, or just being in the black culture, even other cultures.
We have to speak on it more, man.
We gotta speak on it, bro, actually normalize the fact that we definitely go through things that are unorthodox and they can cause mental health issues. You know what I mean? If you don't tend to them, this shit can actually lead to bigger issues.
People don't know that it's really bad out here right now in society, bro. But everybody on the fucking edge, bro.
But we don't notice that. And like I've told him, and I've told my brother Meech, you one of the first person who told me, bro, it's okay to feel that way.
Yeah.
No, Mo's one of the first people to tell me, hey, Sap, it's cool to go get some help. It's cool.
I'm doing therapy right now.
Me
as well.
You know, and I've told you that.
He put me on it. I mean, hey, hold on.
Shout out, Mr. J.
Yeah.
And let me thank you, bro, because clearly you was a big influence in Sap getting his, you know what I mean, therapy, and he was the biggest influence in my life to make me go and seek therapy because coming out that situation, you know, I just kind of felt like, shit, I'm good now, you know what I mean? But then I'm gonna say this, bro.
But
living so fast, like hitting the ground running the way that I hit the ground running, and I don't try to like illuminate this, but it's just facts, bro, because it's a lot of people that go through this shit, bro. Hit the ground running and moving so fast, like I was telling bro, they're like flying down the freeway where they're 25, 20, whatever the case may be. You don't really get to see the definition in the leaves on the trees that you passing by, bro. Therefore, you missing a lot of the fucking signs that are meant for you to see. They on the road for a fucking reason.
Speak on it.
And I jumped out here, bro, in the world, dog, so fast, bro. And it's complete vulnerability. It is what it is. Judge me, man. Just judge me by my intentions at heart if you do.
Normal, bro.
It's like we moving so fast, bro. I missed a lot of shit. And that was really my biggest thing touching down. It was like, bro, he got locked up when he was 15. He did 15 years. He's going to be institutionalized. He ain't going to be able to now cope with society. He ain't going to be able to transition effectively. You know what I mean? So I touched down and was like, oh, I got to overcome these stereotypes and do this and do this. But I ain't going to cap, bro, about 8 months down the line, bro. After the sit down with Rock Nation, after the sit down with Atlantic and shit like that, bro, and I realized shit ain't what it seemed, bro. And then it was just like, all right, that ain't what I want to do no more. And I got kind of lost in what I wanted to do. And then that's where everything that I was supposed to tend to, bro, when I came home before I just hit this ground running, that shit came back tenfold, bro. And that shit put me in a state of depression, bro. it was like a fucking walking zombie, bro. Just out here, I'm doing what I gotta do in order to, continue my lifestyle, obviously, and my family. But it's like repetition, bro. It's like wake up. You know what I mean? You don't think about breathing. You don't think about blinking. You don't think about a lot of these things. And that's just what life was for me at that time. So I had to, once again, thankful for you for putting it in him and him putting it in me. Talk to my brother, bro, even on different levels in depth to actually get into therapy and realize, like, hold up, bro. Your train of thought and your process is different, but it don't make it wrong.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? It don't make it wrong. It might be unorthodox, but the shit may be wrong. So just to kind of go back to Castine, if I'm saying it correctly, bro, you say he committed suicide and he joked so much about it, bro. How do you feel about the fact that he showed you a lot of signs that he was kind of contemplating it and thinking about that, bro?
So bro used to joke about it a lot, you know what I mean? And he was so confident with the shit that you'd be out having a good time, and you know how he partied like a rock star. That was just saying, you're a rock star. But you be having a good time, like, Mo, you better enjoy it, boy. I ain't gonna be here next year. And then you look at him and be like, bro, stop saying stupid shit.
And then back there
and
and
I know
partying.
he dead ass serious though. Me personally, I know he dead ass serious. If you go look at his Instagram, he put up a post about suicide. Like,
he put the number on there.
He put, he said about taking himself out. And then I wrote on there, like, stop saying stupid shit, woo, woo. And then he said, when your best friend know you the best, and then he did it. Then everybody was just like, oh, shit. But I knew, you know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful for, I think he would have did it a long time ago. Me and his mom talk about it a lot, you know what I'm saying? I think he would have did it a long time ago. And I'm grateful for me being there I think I put a lot of more years on him. Me and his loved ones, his kids, you know what I'm saying, put a lot of more years on him. But he showed me that mental health is serious. This shit's serious.
Yeah.
So I got a question for both of y'all. And I know this question go viral. No, I know this question go viral. Would y'all rather do business with a rat or a thief? A rat or a thief? Think about it now.
A rat.
A rat or a thief?
A rat.
Okay, I got my answer. So I'm gonna go to you. Then I'm gonna go to you. A rat or a thief? What's your reason?
I'm a rat for sure, because shit, a rat only know what you show him and tell him.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Mm-hmm. Shit, a thief, he gonna steal whatever you got, shit, and whatever, you know what I'm saying? And worst of all, a thief will make you do something to him, and you feel me? This is straight crash out mode right there if you keep a thief around here.
Facts.
I feel like I'm on the same boat, but I would definitely rather deal with a rat than a thief, and that shit sound crazy coming out my mouth, bro. I ain't even gonna count.
Yeah,
that shit sound crazy as hell coming out my mouth.
You feel
me?
Neither one for real.
Yeah, I feel like really even like with a rat, because just taking the definition of rat and just bringing it back down to like a societal level, a rat more so is just a motherfucker that tell on anything type shit. But like it's most people that's rich as fuck and in the business, whatever, that tell on your ass. Them folks ain't finna sacrifice all the shit they don't work for and went hard for, and you go do some dumb ass shit and they don't goddamn. Boy, it was him. If it wasn't on, like if think about this, bro. If it's him or you, who the fuck you thinking this nigga gonna pick? So like just I don't like saying the rat. You know what I mean? Because that shit make me feel funny when I say I'd rather do business with a rat, but. I'm with you on that, bro. I'm a coincide with that, because it like a rat. I don't do nothing to where I don't give a fuck with it. You feel me? We don't do shit that a thief.
So me personally, I'd rather do business with a rat as well than a thief. A thief, you can't trust him. A thief, if I got 100,000 on the table, 25,000 come up missing.
That what says a crash out mode.
Yeah,
you gonna do something, and here you go down the road regardless.
So the rat, it's only if it's illegal. You know what I'm saying?
That you'd rather deal with a thief if it's illegal. Ain't no, yeah.
No. I'm saying like a rat. I can deal with a rat because I know how to play him. I know the situation of it. it ain't gonna affect me unless it's illegal.
I'm gonna keep it all the way a beam with you, bro. After going through the shit that I went through,
that's what I'm saying. Cause
I don't put that shit past nobody, bro. Like, you feel me? I don't even live that lifestyle. But let's say I did. I was just on some.
But I'm saying,
nah.
Just because you don't put it past nobody, how would you handle the situation?
What with a rat?
Yeah,
and
a thief.
What a rat gonna tell on me with? I don't do shit.
Exactly. I'm saying.
You only know as much as you show them.
Let's say, all right, now unless you got some like proprietary shit going on, like you got a fucking invention or something like that, and you dealing with a rat and they go leak your shit to somebody else, they can go patent your shit or something like that.
Yeah, I'd rather deal with
You feel what I'm saying? Like maybe
you gonna take your
idea. You gonna take your idea, go do it itself. So it's like them both some flaw motherfuckers, bro. At the end of the day,
I wouldn't do business either.
So
that shit.
Look, so we talked about celibacy.
About what?
Celibacy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? You say you been celibate. You know what I mean? A lot of women ain't gonna believe you.
I'm from the show me state, baby.
Hey,
there he go.
Yes, sir, ski.
I ain't arguing with nobody.
You heard this bullshit.
What's wrong with the show me state, bro? We show love to Atlanta too, bro.
Hey man, shout out my motherfucking Georgia boys.
He a peach, man. He a peach, man. We all peaches, man. I'm a Georgia peach now too, I guess.
Okay, so listen,
who? He's a Georgia peach.
I said pause.
I ain't even gonna let that go, bro. Like,
I said pause right out. Did anybody hear me say pause, bro?
Yeah, we hear you now, goddamn. All right,
you gotta call it. That's the state motto thing.
Okay, this word is sassy. These women, if you disagree with them, they call you sassy.
Right.
What's your thoughts on that?
You know,
hold on. We got one woman in the background laughing.
I see a lot of gender wars. We had a strong gender war.
Strong gender war right now, bro.
We had a strong.
These women want to be men so bad.
I can't say.
I damn near told her, but go fix your own alternator.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I don't. It's wicked. The world, I ain't gonna cap, bro. Women act like niggas act like women.
They bitches,
I'm gonna put it like that. I ain't gonna say that word right there. You feel what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's like that. But really though, I don't struggle with the sassy shit, bro. That shit ain't never really just came my way. I ain't gonna
lie to you, bro. It didn't come my way into social media.
Oh, so somebody called you. So a female called you.
Fuck no.
Keep it real, bro. Stop capping, bro. So somebody called you sassy sap, bro.
We called the biggest on the biggest.
Sassy sap, double S, my boy.
No, so listen, nah, bro. All just aside, bro. These women is getting out of hand, bro. Like even if you listen to the shout out to Glorilla. I heard one song, Glorilla said, I ain't gonna never stop cheating on nigga. I ain't never trust no nigga.
Nigga, they be cheating on them. But listen, I'm gonna keep it a bean, bro.
You cheat?
And this is a question right here. Goddamn, they gonna put you on the Cheaters episode, bro.
Cheat?
Are you gonna be the next host of Cheaters? Why is you asking me these stupid ass questions, bro?
You asked me.
Of course I don't, bro. But my question is this, bro. Like, let's just keep it all the way a bean, bro. When you jump into a relationship, whatever the case may be.
So you feel like we scarred these women?
Monogamously, like, it's like,
I'm
bro.
not monogamous.
All right, so a woman cheat, but niggas cheat too. So why is like, all these females be doing all this? Like, we ain't been doing it.
Because the essence of a woman is different.
So what you think? Because clearly we at odds, bro. What you think about that?
Shit been going on since the beginning of time.
How your granddaddy was?
Since the book of Genesis.
How your granddaddy was?
Talking about?
This shit been going on since the book of Genesis, man. Sex always sells, been selling. And that's why you see
selling
women
pussy
at
is
the height
the
of
oldest
their game
profession.
right
Selling pussy. You sell pussy, we ain't got water.
Yeah, pussy I was gonna sell when cotton and corn don't.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, women, I'm all for.
Hold on, say that again.
Sex gonna always sell pussy gonna always sell when cotton and corn don't.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to you, ladies.
Do y'all think the price of pussy done went down since like this era that we got going?
We gonna get back to you, but I don't like $4 pussy.
$4 pussy? You had $4 pussy before, bro?
No.
You stop cap, bro. You on $4.
I am not.
You was on FIB, bro.
Who?
FIB, bro.
No, I'm a nasty nigga. I like to get naked.
But we don't give a fuck what you like
I'm
to
just
do.
saying. I'm just saying.
This
Jordan
nigga getting
Peele, but
explicit, bro. He ain't said pause. Mo
Yeah.
said he said pause. Sat
That
back
man look us in the
there.
eye and say, I like to get naked.
This nigga shout talk.
Hold on,
I
my
like to
audience
get
laughing and
naked.
shit. Y'all know I'm gonna keep it a brick and a half. I like to get.
Bro, we don't care, bro. Like,
What
that's
you
what
waiting on
I'm trying
somebody
to
say,
say.
speak on it? Nah,
Yeah,
we don't give a fuck.
Mo. So we gonna do me like that in front of everybody?
It's about that I got to.
Yeah, bro. Pre put the brakes on that nigga,
you
bro.
can't tell me, you feel me? That ain't got nothing
What
to
he
do
just
with
told
that,
you,
man.
bro. Hold up.
Oh, so I ain't gonna tell your
Let's talk
story.
about the.
I ain't gonna tell your story, then.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna tell your
This
story.
nigga talks some. I like to get naked. I like.
Nah,
bro, we don't care,
that
bro.
was a little bit. I
Yeah,
ain't
bro, you might well get you a OnlyFans
Bro,
doing all that shit, bro.
What you call it, bro?
Link in my bio.
What you call it? What's your name on
Your
it?
ass ain't getting collaborated on man of the
I'm
post.
I'm just saying though, bro. The situation with the dating scene is so fucked up right now, bro. It's pitiful.
Because it's a fucking buffet, bro. You can pick your phone up. It's a buffet. You know how you DoorDash food,
Oh
bro?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the mood for tacos. I'm in the mood for
yeah.
Jamaican food. That's how you can get
I don't got
online,
no
bro.
luxuries. I ain't
I
gonna lie
want a
to you.
white girl. I want a black girl. I want a. You feel me?
I don't got no luxuries.
I'm just saying, bro. That's why. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? The selection then widen up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what make real relationships real now. Cause you know shit real. If y'all motherfuckers can stick together through this generation, y'all the real deal. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you can get anything you want now. You feel what I'm saying? Like I seen people talking about marriage and shit. Like what?
I don't believe in
marriage? I'm kind of with you, but I believe in love like a motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? I always will.
Love conquer all.
Of
But I don't feel
course.
like you got to be. You don't got to be. You don't.
We
got to
made
be
marriage a fucking option. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that shit.
And a
that
business
shit,
deal,
that
bro.
A fucking party.
It's a business deal.
Yeah, it's a shit's a contract. I don't want to deal with that.
No, society made it that way. That shit wasn't like that back when our grandmas and
Yeah,
grandpas and shit.
That shit
for
meant
sure.
something. That
For
shit
sure.
meant something.
It's just now motherfuckers putting a price on it.
You wanna get
know what I'm
married?
saying? Hell yeah, I want to get married, bro. I ain't never
Well, I
gonna
want
take
one
that shit.
too.
I mean, y'all take what I can get. You feel me?
This nigga smooth operator, bro. This nigga's a smooth operator, boy. I must say, like, shit, when you dealing with that, I do want to just say this though, bro. So I'm pretty sure there's gonna be people who watching this and you like, yeah, man, you know, it's a selection of women, da 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 da. Bro, you was a captain of the NFL of the Falcons, nigga. A lot of niggas probably ain't got the selection that you got, bro. You see what I'm saying?
But
Hold on,
what do you call selection though, bro? What do you
That
like,
make it hard though.
Bro, I saw a
yeah,
selection
they
for what I mean by that.
Hold
is
on
that,
now, bro. It's different between me going to hook up with Lil Ashley down the street than you going to hook up with Big Ashley
Yeah,
downtown.
Well, if Lil Ashley cooking over there and you feel me and treating
Yeah.
you like a king, I'm gonna take Lil Ashley all day. You
That
feel what I'm
hard.
saying? All that
That's
shit
hard.
over there just glitter and gold, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I like glitter and gold.
See,
cool.
that's why your
That
ass
why
keep
you
getting
gonna
your
deal
heart
with
broke.
that. There you go.
That's why you keep talking about
gonna
with
deal
Who heart be broke?
get what
you
you
nigga.
My
That
heart
why
don't be broke no
you
more.
going for the glitter and gold, bro?
It don't be broke no more.
Don't
we
be
broke no
scarred
more.
out here, brother. I've been scarred, man. That shit ain't about you.
Hold
feel
on,
me?
man. I eat.
That's why we talking about what we talking about. About the gender wars and shit. You know, motherfucker get scarred, but then they see like 10 other things, and then they make you question like, why the
these
fuck
women
want to
be niggas so bad, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
These women want to be niggas so bad, bro. I heard a motherfucker told me bet something one day. I said bet something. But you
type
gonna
of
shoot day? That shit was terrible.
That
to me.
microwave fame, bro, shit just got everything.
That's what I
flooded, you
said.
feel what I'm
Instant
saying?
gratification.
And I'm not mad at it. Everybody got to feed their family. But
Nah,
if Shorty can get
bro.
look, if Shorty on that pole, man,
No, I respect the woman
she
on
can
the
go
pole.
switch it to
I respect the
rap.
woman on the pole.
and blow up, I'm not mad at her. That's
Man,
you
I
feel
ain't even
what
gonna
I'm
lie.
saying?
That brings back
She
to my
tryna feed her
last
family.
subject. What I told y'all nigga last episode. I can respect the honest hope.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
I can respect the honest hope.
absolutely.
It's these girls who gonna sit up here and be like, oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna fry you a boneless sandwich.
But
A
if you
boneless
buy,
sandwich.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Are you buying what she's selling? That's what
A
shit,
boneless
that's all it
sandwich?
come down
Motherfucker
to,
sound
bro. You
good
are
right
what
now.
you around.
I happen to
man.
like bologna.
You like bologna? Oh, you said a girl that said gonna fry you a bologna sandwich. Nigga, I thought you said a boneless sandwich.
What the fuck is a boneless?
I don't know. I thought you knew some new shit, bro. I was like, hey, what the fuck is a boneless sandwich?
Nah, bro, but I'm just saying, like, bro, it's a wild.
Bologna.
The dating scene is wild right now.
I ain't gonna count though, bro. Like
It is.
on another level, bro. The reason why I feel a lot of women are actually stepping into more of a masculine role, you know, so to speak, is because of the lack of masculinity
Of course.
of the men, bro. So it's like you gotta look at it from both ends of the spectrum.
Bro, it all go together. You know,
Yeah.
we not if we speaking on Atlanta, of course that's the case.
So
feel what I'm saying?
you want your old lady to be like, what's up, bro?
I don't give a fuck about that. That's how the woman was raised, and that's how she was raised.
That real. So what the fuck you want?
That's
You
what
want
I'm saying,
goddamn
like-
your highness? You want to take your hand and be like, what's up, your highness? Oh, so you want a slave, nigga? That's
Yes.
basically what you want. Yeah, that's
I do.
different. You're gonna
This
be
is not
canceled
the
in
old
about
days, man.
27
These women
minutes.
be-
I don't give a
getting
fuck.
to it, man. These women out here becoming millionaires. They ain't trying to hear that shit no,
No,
more.
God.
It's okay.
And
Guess
then
what?
you out here cheating. These women, you feel me?
I
That's
ain't
what
cheating.
they on
You
that.
know what
like,
I got going on from the jump.
I'm just saying. So why would that woman want to settle down and you feel me? She gonna pop her shit. She became women out. They millionaires now. Easy.
Bro, see, that's the
Do y'all
thing.
think the fact that women have elevated in the financial spectrum
They
has
not
really?
I think when you
That's
start,
why they popping their shit right now. I
so
ain't-
y'all think they need to start beating them up,
What?
This nigga here, man.
I think we need. What the fuck? You need to start doing what?
beat their ass.
Hey,
again.
bro, you need to.
I just play.
Let that-
I'm on some Charleston White shit. Let me stop playing. Nah.
Boy, what the fuck? This nigga.
I'm finna say stop beat their ass again. But nah, bro.
We do not condone domestic violence. Now, whatever y'all.
Hey,
condone,
listen,
that's
let me
y'all-
get there, cause you know I
That's
be
y'all
really, I
shit.
be the nigga that jump in and kind of keep us from getting canceled every fucking show,
I
bro.
can't do sound bites.
Hey, listen, people of the world, bro.
Bro, I would
This
do
nigga
something.
has
What's
drawn.
gonna
If this nigga has indulged a little bit
cried
too
when
much.
OnlyFans got canceled.
OnlyFans got canceled.
They brought that back, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
How
You
y'all
know that
nigga?
mo-
How you know?
Huh?
How you know?
I was just asking them. That's all I said.
No. I was just joking about the beating and shit like that. But
I
bro,
want to say that though, bro. Like just to bring it back down to, you know what I mean, a more.
hold on. Mo, I gotta ask a question. Cause Mo, he joked up about on our podcast about this shit back in the day, so I can get to you now.
Yeah.
She know you gonna take it back. Ooh,
Nah, it ain't even a hard question. It just depends on the
no.
circumstances.
Depends on circumstances.
How that's
Did he
not?
cheat?
How that's a
No,
hard question?
nigga, don't do it. Can you didn't give me that?
What I give you?
You
Yeah.
said you didn't give me that, nigga.
What I give you?
You said if she cheat.
It depends on the circumstances,
You
bro.
said you told me, Sal, you took it back. 1 point for the city boys. Well, fuck the city boys.
All right, how old was I when I said that?
Okay, elevation.
Okay, I respect it.
It just depends on the circumstances, bro. I ain't even gonna hold
So
you.
your old lady cheat on you. You gonna take it back?
Depends on the circumstances, bro.
What he's saying is if he cheated,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? If he did wrong first and she did wrong.
And it depends on who
we
she
can
cheated
talk
with,
about it.
too,
Yeah,
though,
all
bro.
that
So
go.
I'm in the right now.
What's your situation?
Cause I took mine back.
What's the
I
situation
don't know though.
though?
Where
It depends on the situation.
if you want,
I got cheated on, right?
okay.
Just out the blue, just
Mo.
bro, you gotta let these folks know what's going
No,
on, bro. You
don't
can't
say
just
nothing.
you can't just say I got cheated on.
No,
you gotta let these folks know what really
no.
happened.
Yeah, I want to know now. What
No,
you?
cause this nigga Mo, I know him.
You gotta let these folks know what
That's
really
how he
happened.
set up.
What? That's the real question. What happened, bro?
I got cheated on, right?
Why?
Huh?
Why? I'm sure y'all had a conversation.
I don't. What the fuck we have a time to get cheated on?
Conversation.
So you she just got cheated on and y'all never talked about it.
I got cheated on and I found out.
And then continue.
Too loud, go.
I got cheated on and I found out, and it was like I don't know how to feel about that.
Man, your ass went out bad then if you ain't get no understanding. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like she just cheated on you, you found out.
I
And
took
like,
it back though.
Yeah, you went out bad. If you ain't get no
Oh, see,
understanding.
no, I'm the bad guy.
No, I'm saying if you didn't get no understanding, I'm asking you why she cheated on
my
you.
brothers. Crowd, have y'all ever got cheated on and took them back? D-Man said no. You did?
Oh, you got
Circumstances.
No.
Circumstances, bro.
circumstances. That's it, yeah.
Bro, Amar Rashad, and he right here, y'all. You know what I mean? He
don't,
just
don't say Mark Rashad. Can't you want everybody to know my bro? He took a bitch back.
fuck you talking about. It's solid, bro. Hey.
I already knew she was cheating on me. I really want
Nah, but
You got to
for real
respect
though.
the game.
No,
There it is.
Man.
but for real though.
Come on, man. Make it make sense.
No, but for real though. I'll just have my like, bro, for real, I need a real honest answer.
Nigga,
But
I
you ain't
just
telling
told
the
you.
circumstances.
Okay,
though,
okay, for the circumstances.
If you don't want to talk about it, just say, bro, I ain't really fully
I'm gonna
healed.
kick this pimping dog.
So go ahead, nigga. You done beat around the bush for
Okay,
20
if you
minutes.
pimping, man, you got to know the rules of the game, man. Don't you got to know the rules of the game, man?
For sure.
So for you, I know your answer. You,
I just told you.
Okay,
I ain't no pimp. I'm a player, man.
I heard
It's a
you.
big difference, man.
Yes,
there
I
you
see.
go.
It just depends on the circumstances, bro. At the end of the day.
You got to respect the game. My woman went out and messed around, bro. You
I
gotta
ain't
act.
going for
You
it.
feel me?
You just
Why
said.
Why did she step out then? It's
I
the
ain't
reason
going
why.
for it.
How you not going for it and you just went through? Well, I ain't say you just went
I'm
through it.
hurt.
You got to
You
see
hurt.
why, bro.
That
If
was
you
wrong.
hurt, well, you
Cause you know what? You know what?
tender dick.
How?
You hurt, bro.
every look. Okay. If you got a master lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every key not gonna unlock that master lock, right?
Mm-hmm.
That mean if every key unlock that master lock, it's a shitty lock.
Mm-hmm.
But if a key unlock every lock, that's a master key. Think about that, player.
What happened when you lose that key? When she lost you, what she do? Call the locksmith. Made it over.
Fuck you talking about?
You can't make it on another master key.
Yes, you can. It's 2025, baby. I don't think the old days, man. That what niggas to forget, man. It's in the old days. You can make
Man,
it.
fuck these hoes.
Damn.
That what happened, man. When you lose it, man, she gonna go call the locksmith, man. Make another key to fit this lock.
I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
Every woman shit. Everybody on the cheating block. Everybody cheat. I've accepted. I think everybody cheat.
I do too. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I think
I ain't even
I
gonna
don't
hold you.
think everybody cheat. I think everybody have cheated.
Hey, that real. I'm gonna say this though, bro. For real, before we close out, man.
Temptation of motherfucker.
When it comes to cheating and all that old shit there, bro, I don't even really just too deep look into it, bro. Cause you know, if you look for something, why would you look for something that you don't want to find?
I say that all the
You
time.
know what I mean? It's like you go search for some shit that you don't want to find. That's crazy. That's insane. But I just look at it like shit. What the boy Forrest Gump say? Shit. Was it Forrest Gump? Oh, nah, Waterboy. Adam
don't you
Sandler.
ever bring Forrest Gump in this shit.
Nah, we ain't gonna talk for. Hold on. I meant to say the Waterboy when he said, "Well, Mama don't." I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the Waterboy when he said, "Shit, well, Mama don't know won't hurt her." So just to apply that, my life shit, what a nigga don't know about won't even affect everything I got going on. I don't make the hypotheticals and all that old shit and then go act that on some shit I don't know about or even really just too deep look into it. If you get put in front of me,
that's the way I live.
I deal with it accordingly,
if I don't
bro.
See it, it's just what it is. You know
What?
I ain't going to look for it.
So Sap, whatever, Sassy Sap, whatever they call you. Goddamn.
Why I gotta be sassy?
You just talk about it, bro. I'm fucking with you, bro. But on the up and up, bro. Close. What's your closing words is, bro?
My closing word is chase your dreams. Don't never let nobody discourage you from anything, no matter the age, the results. Just don't let nobody steer you for your ultimate goals. I don't give a fuck what you got going on. What's meant for you is meant for you. That's all I got to say.
I'm gonna close out with understanding your role. You know what I mean? And it do take time to really actually understand your role because we all got that deep desire to control life in itself. You know what I mean? But I personally believe that life is predestined. The situations that we encounter and the paths that we take are also, you know what I mean, predestined. You just got the free will to choose A or B. But the situations where you got to make that choice are already predetermined. You know what I mean? So understanding your role right here in this life, understanding your role in your family, understanding your role in society, and just understanding your role overall, man, to actually make life a whole lot easier, bro. What they say, let go and let God, so to speak. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I'm going to pass it mic over to Willie Moe,
From the
man.
word of Mr. Willie Moe, Wi-Fi with it.
You know me, man. I live by the word solid, man. SOLID. I stand on loyalty, integrity, and dedication. You know what I'm saying? Or determination, however you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I say stay prayed up in these times, man. You feel me? You stay prayed up, only strong gonna survive out here right now. You feel me?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know who y'all voted for, and I don't want to get into politics, but it's just what it is. Only the strong gonna survive out here. You gotta stay prayed up in these times, man.
100, man. Speak on the podcast. Full entree, dessert, doggy bag, all the above. We're going to keep continuing to come at y'all with that food for thought. Y'all got to continue to tap in, like, share, and subscribe, man.
And then they be on the watch out for what? The Will Mo Show?
The Willie Mo Show coming, baby. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, ski.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man,
Finna
we're
have
probably
fun.
trying to get the nigga up on our network. You know what I'm saying? Can we
I'm always
sing?
gonna come back. This home for me, baby.
Can we sing?
This home for me, baby.
Oh, we're going to talk numbers.
This home. I'm always gonna come back here. This couch, this home for me, baby. I appreciate y'all having me on here, though, man.
Man, appreciate it. Man, we're gonna definitely kick him on.
Oh, for sure. I just told you it's home for me, baby.
Let's get it, man.
Yes, sir.
Right,
I love y'all
Speak on
boys'
the
growth,
podcast,
man.
Come. Speak on the podcast.
Speak on the podcast.